All right, babe, any lunch going? I'm starving. I could eat the gusset out of a low-flying pigeon. What you got there?
You've been putting stuff in the Keep Forever box. I don't want pictures of Carol in there.
Yeah, well, it ain't of Carol, is it? Look, it's of Jamie.
Yeah, and who's holding him? Anne Widdicombe?
Well, I'll stick it somewhere else if you don't want to see it, eh? I'm sick of the sound of her name. Why can't you just let sleeping dogs lie, Frank, eh? Food?
On the shelf. At the supermarket.
Ha ha.
Feel free to do a big shop. How can I let sleeping dogs lie, eh? It's her, Danny, her! And you never told me. Women and lies. Just about sums you up.
Frankie. Frank, where you going? Frank! Nice.
Who's Fred talking to?
Farmer Fletcher.
Your poultry supplier.
Not anymore. He's giving all his top-notch stuff to Maddox.
I bet that went down like a bowl of cold porridge.
Well, I told him we should take our custom elsewhere, but my dad's having none of it. Fancy a Scotch egg while you're here?
No, thanks. But it is amazing how they're laying with breadcrumbs on.
Oh, has he?
What's that?
Eh?
And he's done what? He's given her what?
What have I done?
Oh, has he?
I was putting the rubbish out. I thought I'd pop by and I brought it with me. What am I?
We have got other things on your mind.
This is it. My head's like an A to Z of Manchester.
If there weren't a lady present here now, the air would be blue. You know what mucky tricks that Maddox has been up to now?
Surprise me.
He's only been whining and dining Farmer Fletcher. Treating him to an all-you-can-eat buffet up at Piccadilly Gardens. And a fancy watch for his wife.
Isn't that bribery?
Oh, whatever it is, it's working. Couldn't call him Maddox now. Oh, no, it's Eddie this and Eddie that. And I heard mention of a rose. Now, I've seen his missus. How less like a rose, you can't imagine. I've seen better-looking black puddings.
So what are you going to do about it, Fred?
Well, I shall go over and have it out with him. Can anybody smell kippers?
I best be off.
What was that vet's name again, Fizz?
Tim.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Good God, he were gorgeous, weren't he?
Oh, I know. He could swing from my chandeliers any day.
Is Tim short for Timothy?
Yeah, I suppose.
And his surname is?
No, we just call him Tim the Vet.
Surnameless? Like Lou?
I think someone's smitten kitten.
You what? Me? Please. So don't fancy him. He's hanging. Sean. All right. I can't stop thinking about him. He's made the seam on my knickers go wonky. He's just dead nice.
Sean, don't take offence or anything, but I think he was straight.
So spaghetti till you boil it.
I won't be so sure, you know, Jessie.
What makes you say that?
Well, when I bent down to pick up my thimble, he didn't even try looking up my skirt now. What does that tell you?
He's got great taste. Now, the lot of you, do you mind getting on with your work? Thank you.
Biz, has he ever hinted at anything while you've been up his surgery?
Like what?
Does he have Kylie playing on in the background? Has he mentioned a wife?
I don't know. We've only ever really talked about Schmeichel.
Does he have a box set of Acorn Antiques on DVD?
Sean, you have a very stereotypical image of gay men, you don't mind me saying.
I am a stereotypical gay man, Sal. Ever thought of that? No? Didn't think so.
Cheers. I could murder a real drink. Oh, listen at me. It's a thin line.
What, between love and hate?
Between me and her. I get brassed off, I want a drink. It's only what she does. Only she wakes up every morning feeling like that. Can't help herself. And whose fault's that, eh?
Well, it's not yours. I mean, you didn't put a bottle in her hand and said, go on, get guzzling. Or did you?
No, but I didn't help.
Look, if Danny says that her drinking's got nothing to do with you, then why can't you believe him? He must have seen problems when he was with her. I mean, she can't be that much of a saint, otherwise he wouldn't have been tempted by you.
He just don't like baggage, that's all. He's simple. I mean, I don't want to sound rude, but he's not exactly Plato. He don't like to think about things much. I was a pretty young thing who weren't complicated.
Sleeping with the babysitter's pretty complicated. Aye, whatever you do, don't hire a babysitter.
Aye, aye. Ooh, looking as sexy as ever. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise your mum was with you. Only joking.
Lloyd, could you nip to the corner shop, pick up a pint of milk? Just keep the receipt and take your time.
All right, I get it. One of you is having a crisis. 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Oh, I don't know. You think everything's fine. Money in your pocket, food in the fridge, kids are smiling, so everything must be all right. And then one day... I hate it, Eileen.
Well, I'll tell you this for now. The bad feelings will pass, and the nights that you can't sleep with worry will go.
Things get better.
I wouldn't say better, just different.
There you are. I came as quickly as I could. Are you all right?
Yes, it's just that Norris has gone to the wholesalers, so I...
Rita, when you rang, I thought you'd had a fall or something.
No, but I've had another look at his novel. Oh, Emily, it's taken quite a sinister turn.
Well, there's something about this whole affair that strikes me as teenage. It's like reading someone's diary, I feel.
Do you want to know what's in this latest chapter or not?
Not at all. But if it helps you to unburden your worries to me as a friend, then by all means, share away. Might I have one of these?
Help yourself.
And have you got that chair that you use for frailer customers? Oh,
There we are.
thank you.
Now, the hero of his novel has got himself involved in a ménage à trois.
Oh, really?
Emily, do you know what a ménage à trois is?
Most certainly do.
Oh, well, the two women involved in this
love triangle,
yes, are a mild-mannered churchgoer called Emilia.
Oh.
And a racy Titian temptress called Reba.
Oh.
Norris jumped out of the moped as Amelia and Reba alighted the sidecar.
That's a big sidecar.
And hand in hand, the three of them ran barefoot through Chester Zoo. Atop the souvenir kiosk, Reba belted out a quick rendition of Paper Moon, whilst Amelia chose this moment for some solemn prayer.
It's not really a page-turner, is it?
You wait till you hear what happens in the meerkat enclosure.
I like meerkats. Have a tea towel with some on. Norris knows that.
It's the January 26th, as you know. Right. How old do you reckon he is?
Oh, can we change the flipping subject to something other than Tim the Vet?
Well, since when did I ever have a drama in these four walls?
Oh, only every 5 minutes. Just ask him out. Go up his surgery and just ask him.
Oh, yeah, like I'm going to make a fool of myself by doing that.
You want to take a pet round? A poorly pet? A sick dog or something?
Hey, that's not such a bad idea, Jessie. Hey, you're like the patron saint of the gays. Barbara Streisand in bifocals.
It. You could nourish Michael. You could feed him some dicky curry, something like that.
No. I don't believe in cruelty to animals. And my potential new boyfriend, Tim the Vet, a potential homosexualist of this parish, he might not approve. Where can I get my hands on a sick dog? Kelly, what are you doing later?
You should see me. I'm sitting here in my dressing gown, haven't shaved. Oh, poor old Jason got the shock of his life when I let him in. He's out in the back having a stab at the gutters. Yeah, back one's overflowing now. It never rains. Well, it does, that's the problem. Yeah, I had 2 donuts for breakfast this morning. And now I'm going to work my way through when Hitler invaded Britain. Hey, okay, love, yeah. Well, I'll ring you tonight, maybe. Sorry? Deirdre? Deirdre?
In the long, hot summer of 1940, Britain had never looked so serene, but it had never been in such danger. Invasion was coming. Britain was weak, ill-prepared, and alone.
Sorry, mate. We've had a bit of an accident.
They ripped the guts out of France, and they will do the same to us.
Jay, the reason I had my phone switched off was because I had food poisoning.
What from?
Well, you know that Chinese on Inkerman Street? I got sweet and sour prawns for my lunch. I knew there's something wrong with them prawns. They were blue. So after I spent about an hour on the toilet, I matched my way over there, slammed the prawns down on the counter and demanded my money back. He's so hard-faced. He said there were nothing wrong with them. I'm like, hello, they're blue.
Did he give you anything?
Well, a couple of dirty looks, but at least I cleared the place.
Well, you're obviously all right then.
Well, yeah. I made a miraculous recovery.
Yeah, I don't fancy driving this afternoon. Don't look at me, mate. I haven't passed my test, have I? Well, I'll do the pedals and you can do the wheel.
I've just got to get this. It's Chinese budget.
Tell her to get on with her work.
Ah, snap. Hello?
How's your day going?
Yeah, it's all right.
Whereabouts are you?
I'm in the pub.
Janice, get back to them knickers.
Who's that? Was that Jamie? What's he doing there? Right.
All right. Wonderful. Same again, please, Violet. You look nice. You grown?
No, it's just these new shoes.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you.
What you doing in here?
Well, what do you think he's doing?
Keep your wig on. Keep my wig on? You're supposed to be out on a job, boy.
We're finished.
You'll both be finished if you don't get yourselves across that factory now.
We've done the deliveries. What do you want us to do? Hang about with our hands in our pockets?
No, I can find you something else to do.
Sorry.
Pair of divs.
Excuse me.
And you've got something else for me to do, have you?
Yes, loads.
Like what?
I can find you things.
Stuff this. I'm not having you show me up there and all. I'm going home.
Jamie.
How did you know I was in here?
Somebody must have grassed you up, eh?
Well, go on then. Tell me who it was.
Don't push your luck, sunshine. Do you know something? I wish I could sit around in here all day getting trolleyed. Only some of us have got some work to do. Do you know what I mean?
Do you want to join us?
No, you're all right.
You've a look of Orson Welles. Did anyone say?
And you've a look of Judas.
Iscariot, a priest.
These silly games have got to stop, I say. They've got to stop. Fletcher's only a small farmer, and he can only supply one butcher.
And that butcher, Federico, is me.
No, I don't want to get into no bidding war.
Then don't.
But this has got to be sorted out.
I couldn't agree more, pal.
In a gentlemanly fashion. Because thee and me, we're both gentlemen.
Then we will. Federico, we shall fight for it.
Eh?
In ring. Marquis of Queensbury rules.
That's my mate Winston.
By May the 15th, Hitler's
He's a top
march across
glazer.
Europe seemed unstoppable.
He's a top geezer as well. You'd think he was black, wouldn't you?
The Belgians and the French were paralyzed.
He's not.
by the assault.
What are you watching, Ken?
When Hitler invaded Britain.
All right.
Bravely
Any good?
standing between Hitler and the
Hard to say. Hopefully.
But the BEF,
I think I've got a Corsair
the British
coming.
Expeditionary Force, was no match for
Hey,
Blitzkrieg.
Corsair's me. Hey, Ken, is it salt you're supposed to put on Corsair's, or is that ulcers?
I tell you what, Jason, I don't know. But let's find out, shall we? Let's see if we've got a medical book that might be able to help us. A thesaurus? No. Encyclopedia? No. Oh, here we are. Home physician.
Hey, take a chill pill, Ken.
I'll tell you what might be even better. Why don't you go out and buy yourself some books? Go to university, get an education, look on the internet, anything except aimlessly and inarticulately acting out your own crass ignorance.
Whoa, calm down. Take it easy, my mate.
Take it easy? Take it easy is what I've been trying to do for the whole week. And it's thanks to imbeciles like you that I have failed miserably in that particular task.
False and really consisted of a party of Belgians. 10 of them were shot by the
Well, you can tell he used to be a teacher, can't
Belgians are
you?
in a very shaky and jumpy condition.
He's coming over. Oh, Rita, relax. You're obsessed.
Oh, do you mind if I join you and make a threesome?
How's the novel writing coming along, Norris?
Oh, very well, yes. Although, I must admit to a certain embarrassment when I wrote my first clinch.
What's it about?
Oh, well, what's any book about, Rita, but this thing we call life?
Would you say, Norris, that writers write best when writing from experience? Or maybe even living out their fantasies on the page?
Oh, yes. Yes, my novel, it's very influenced by wish fulfillment. But you see, well, I think that's the joy of writing. I mean, you're in control of everything. You are the puppet master. And it's not just a case of he who pays the piper. Oh, no, I also wrote the tune. Oh, and the tune in this instance is... it's menacing, insistent and ripe with a very dangerous passion.
Oi! Dale Winton! A little bird tells me you're after party pets.
Your Fizz, little?
Ash Michael's due a trip to vets.
Can I take him? Oh, that'd be brilliant.
Oh, I love your sort, me. I used to drink in bendy elbows in my 20s that were full of blokes like you.
Hey, I'm just coming to chip it. I'll walk you over.
Oh, if you ask nicely, Auntie Scylla might chuck in a battered sausage at no extra cost.
Oh, don't, I'm trying to diet. Now, about this dog. I could call now. I could make an appointment.
There's just one thing. We all vet a tiny sum of wonga. Times are hard when you're trying to feed 4,000 on a nigger shaker's wages. I'll let you take Schmeichel if you promise to pay it off for me.
Well, how much is it?
It's $68.90. That's a pair of slacks to you.
Oh, I don't know, Scylla. That's loads.
Ooh, he was a right Bobby Dazzler, that vet. Be ashamed to think of some other Nelly gagging in there first.
What's that?
Toad in the hole. Though mine appears to be mostly whole.
Oh, mine and all.
I left your dad's warming in the oven. I must have given him most of the toad.
Anyway, pass us gravy.
Oh, bother.
What's the matter?
I forgot to put the granules in it. It's just boiling water.
Claire, you don't think this knowledge is taking over your life, do you?
Would you rather I gave up on my dream?
I'd rather have a decent meal.
Well, you know, Ashley, you could make your own tea once in a while. I'm a 21st century career woman now. I want it all. And where's the harm in that?
Now my dad's going on at Maddox's.
Oh, I'll be fine. I'll come back here right as rain.
You know, what's for pudding?
Pudding?
He's always having a go at me. Warren, you'd think the sun shone out of his proverbials. I know why it is, though. Because I remind him of her, and Warren reminds him of you. Can't blame him, really.
Jamie.
I just wish someone would have a go at him.
Give it a go, believe me.
I mean, when I think about you two getting together, now I'm older like, I mean, what was all that about? I mean, if I got together with a 17-year-old, it would be weird.
Well, don't say that, Jamie.
Of course, I do know what it's about. I mean, look at you. Any man would be lucky to have you on his arm.
Look, I went wet behind the gills, you know, Jamie. I'd had to grow up fast. I always felt it was me who took advantage of your dad. I knew there was problems, and I made a move. How callous is that? I messed up Carol's life, I messed up yours.
But you didn't know.
You reckon?
You have been consistently the best thing that has ever happened to me. I thank God that you walked into my life. Because I remember all the shouting and the rowing and the fights, and then you come along and it all stopped. I remember being in the house, in the bedroom, and she's crying, and I said, "Where's Daddy?" And she goes, "I don't know." And then she's off out the front door, and I'm on my own. I am 7 years old, and I'm on my own. I should have felt scared, but I didn't.
You have got to watch it.
Danny.
Watch what? You being a prat.
No, you're turning into your mother, you know that, don't you?
Well, at least I managed to achieve something then.
Oh, don't worry, you've achieved plenty in your life, Jamie. Mainly getting on my wick.
Well, do you know what? I don't have to do your head in anymore.
And why is that? You're going to have a personality transplant, are you?
Because as of this moment, right here and right now,
You're drunk, aren't you?
I don't have to live here anymore. I decided to live with you all them years ago, and it's like you've been punishing me for it ever since. Well, have I been cramping your style? Well, the punishment stops here, Dad. I'm so sorry I disappointed you. I'm sorry that I rile you so much, but it don't have to be like that. Because I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah? And where are you going to go?
I don't know. But as far away from your resentful face as is humanly possible. Oh, yeah, and have a nice life. Because I haven't.